Hi guys, if you like this video, please smash that like button. Click subscribe because that really helps us bring you more videos. And don't forget to click the bell and you'll get notified of our latest videos, or otherwise you might miss them. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you.
Hi, I'm Jen with Mission RV Services. A couple years ago, we did a video where we came to you and shared some of our findings on a good black tank treatment. At the time, we were looking for something that broke down the solids in our black tank better than what we were using. And we actually did a video, and I'll share the link up there. Just click on that to show the two products that I had faced off to see which was better at breaking down the solid waste. And a lot of people had mentioned that Unique's RV Digest It did break down things better, but that it did not control the odor as well. And I kind of wanted to figure that out for myself. So Drew and I, we decided to test, which we told you about a couple months ago, that we were going to test a new product that's supposed to be better on the smell of black tanks, since we are now in the summertime of Michigan and we're actually winding down towards fall. But we tried it out in the hottest summer months in Michigan so that we can bring you our findings. Now, the liquefied brand, we decided to check it out. Maybe you know Matt's RV reviews. We've watched thousands of his videos when we were trying to figure out which RV to choose when we were going full-time in our RV. And anyway, I guess he's got a new product, well, new to us anyway, that is supposed to break down the solids in your RV black tank, but also to mask the odors, and it's got an orange scent to it. So we wanted to check that out. And to be honest, using this, it did work. It did work against the odors. We didn't smell our black tank as much. And people would say that happy campers, they liked happy campers because it did break down the odor. But to us, as you can tell in that other video, it didn't break down the solids in our little experiment, and we saw in our own tanks that happy campers did not break down the solids as much as we would like it to. So for today, I want to do a little experiment, the same kind of experiment, to see if liquefied does stand up to the test for not just masking the odor, but also breaking down the solids. So here we go. We are going to start with the Unique RV Digest It. Now they came out with a new product that is extra strength bacteria and enzymes. And I did ask what makes it extra strength because there's a few dollars difference. I'll put the prices below because I'll have to look it back up to see. But no one ever got back to me on telling me the difference between regular RV Digest It from Unique and the extra strength. But this is what we bought, and I wanted to show you. Going down the instructions, number 1, dump your black tank. Number 2, rinse your black tank thoroughly to remove residual waste and previous treatments. Number 3, close your black tank valve. And number 4, add 1 to 3 gallons of fresh water to your black tank by depressing your flush pedal for 30 seconds. I'm not sure y'all knew that, but every time that you press down your pedal on your toilet for 10 seconds, that equals about a gallon, and you want a good 1 to 3. I'd say 3 to just make sure, because you want to give the treatment, whatever treatment you're using, enough water to use against your waste that you're going to be putting in there. Remember that water is not usually your friend in an RV. Water damage, water intrusion, it's not your friend, but in your tanks it is. You want to be able to break down the solids that are in there. You want to be able to clean off those sensors. You want enough water in there, and never, never keep your black tank valve open. Even if you are on full hookup, you will end up with a poop pyramid. Check out our other videos for that. Explaining that, but we also found out that it can cause a food pyramid in your galley, in your kitchen gray tank. So we tend to keep ours, unless we're dumping and we are on full hookup, we tend to keep our gray tanks valves shut as well until it's time to dump. So moving on to number 5, step 5 for the Unique RV Digest It. Fill your toilet bowl half full with water. Shake RV Digest It Plus bottle well. And then pour 2 ounces of the RV Digest It Plus into toilet bowl. 4 ounces for the initial treatment. So for today's demonstration, we're just going to use 2 ounces, which I know that this little solo cup is 2 ounces. And yes, I know a lady from Minnesota who came at me on the last video talking about how wasteful this is, and I should just use a glass, shot glass, but we don't drink liquor anymore, so we kind of gave up the shot glasses a long time ago. If you live full-time in an RV, you know you don't keep anything you absolutely don't use. Anyway, so here's 2 ounces. I'm going to pour it into a baggie with a cup of dry dog food, which is going to stand for our black tank waste. You know, it's kind of the same composition, our waste and dog food. It's got all the nutrients and the corn and the fillers and all that stuff in there. So I'm going to pour that into this bag, and then I'm going to fill the rest up with water. I don't want to make a huge mess here. I'm going to say about half the baggie full. Now, of course, your black tank is going to be a lot fuller than this. You probably have a 40-gallon black tank, and this is really for use with that. So it says after pouring it in, flush the toilet holding down the flush pedal for 10 to 20 more seconds. So it's asking for quite a bit of water in there to just like activate the bacteria and enzymes. And then it says add several inches of water to the toilet bowl. So you should never leave your toilet fully dry. You should leave a little bit of water in there, and that keeps your seal from getting dried out. And I will put a link to that video that we talk about that issue above and probably below in the comments. But it says repeat every 3 to 5 days. So that's what this is. We're going to just set that aside, and we're going to see which one of these treatments breaks it down faster. So what I like about the new treatment that we're trying out is it comes with a fill cavity here. So you don't even need extra cups. You don't even need the lady in Minnesota to yell at you for being wasteful and not caring about the environment. It actually, if you look at that, you just squeeze it and it fills it all the way up. And then you know that you have the proper amount. It smells good. It smells like orange sherbet or something. And then you just dump that into your bowl. Now I would follow the same instructions. I would put probably 3 gallons of water into your tank by depressing the pedal. I would fill up half the bowl with water, and then I would dump out that single serve amount into your toilet. Now I am going to fill up, or at least put about the same amount of water to fill up half a baggie. Now you can see a difference already. It's got like suds and stuff in there. I didn't see that with the RV Digest It, but it's about the same amount of water, same amount of food, and 1 treatment. So now I told you how to do it instead of reading from the bottle because the directions for use are so simple, and I like simple. I like simple. We have to read enough directions in this life, especially full-time RV living. So all it says is shake vigorously before using, which I did before we got on camera. Loosen the cap from the dispensing chamber and gently squeeze to fill the measuring chamber to the required amount of liquid. Next, remove the cap from the dispensing chamber and pour the measure liquid from the chamber. Pour 1 ounce. So this chamber is only 1 ounce versus the 2 ounces that you have to use with the RV Digest It. And I will put the price breakdown for you in this video before I release the video. And actually they're saying that the first time you use this, the initial treatment should be 4 ounces. But this is saying just 1 ounce. And then it says, fill toilet with water and flush. So it says dose after holding tank has been dumped and its valve has been closed. Double the dose and temperatures over 85 degrees. So that's important to know. If you are in a warmer climate, you are going to need more of this. You're going to have to double the dose because, right, the smell is going to be worse. So keep that in mind. It says the use of boiling water, bleach, antibacterial, or other chemicals will negatively impact the performance because these have, just like with the RV Digest It, it's got some bacteria in it, the good bacteria that's supposed to break down the waste. So we have our 2 specimens for our experiment here, closed tightly, and I can see already that the RV Digest It is breaking down the dog food. Now, it's not very sudsy, it doesn't smell good compared to what's going on over here with the liquefied. But this has a couple more minutes that we did, you know, kind of a jump start. So we're going to set these aside and we're going to come back to it and we'll set it for 2 hours and see where we're at and see how much it's broke down, because the whole object of this experiment is, yes, we know that liquefied is going to leave your tank smelling better, but now that we read the directions, we know that you're going to have to use twice as much for the hotter temperatures. We didn't do that, but here in Michigan, the hottest it got is 90 a couple of days. It's not like we're in Arizona in the summertime, so we didn't see like an uptick of the smell. We didn't. This actually, we felt like it masked the smell a whole lot better than the RV Digest It. But overall, we want what's going to be cost effective, and we want what's going to work at breaking down the scents, because what we found that we were doing is we were using what we knew broke down the waste, but we were also using the TSP, the orange good smelling stuff that you can get at Walmart. And so we were using 2 different solutions to try to solve one problem. And we were hoping that we would get just one product that can solve both issues. And we'll see what happens. It has now been an hour that this experiment's been going on with these 2 specimens. And as you can tell, they are basically equal as far as that they're completely liquefied. There might be a little bit of floaties left in there. But I've been watching these over the last hour, and it's a 68-degree day here in Michigan. And it's basically been the same amount of quickness in the breakdown. And actually, you can see a little bit of solid dog food chunks that are still in kibble form in the RV Digest It. And so that kind of is very eye-opening to me as far as how fast it breaks down the solids, and the fact that this liquefied smells better and leaves your tanks and therefore your camper smelling better. That's very telling to me. And next, really, we have to do the breakdown as far as the price goes, because it's all fine and dandy if it works and if it smells better and breaks down the solids just as quick, but is it cost effective? We have to watch what we're spending, and we're trying to run a business and we're full-time RVing. So just like you, we have to watch our spending, and why throw away money on RV black tank treatment if you don't have to spend as much. So let's do that breakdown. Let's take a look at that. So in doing the math and the cost breakdown of these 2 products, you can go on right now on Amazon and get this RV Digest It Plus for $19.99 plus tax. And that actually gives you 16 treatments in each bottle, not including if you do what they ask you to do and use 4 ounces for your initial treatment. Just the regular treatments, you would get 16 treatments out of 1 bottle. And With this product, liquefied, you'd also get 16 treatments with each bottle, but it's $24.99 on Amazon right now. So obviously it's going to cost more to buy liquefied, and we saw from the experiment that they both break down pretty much equally, the solid waste. But what you're going to end up doing, like we used to do, and a lot of other people were complaining that Unique RV Digest, it doesn't cut down the odor. They do claim that it breaks down the bacteria that causes odors, but we've heard from so many people, and we've seen it a little bit here and there in the hot days, that it doesn't cut down on the odor. So what we end up doing is using a treatment of the TSP. And the TSP, you can get 64 treatments in a bottle of TSP, and please don't use the drop-ins. That would be my advice to you. Of course, do what you want to do, but we have seen them for ourselves not break down in those plastic pods, stay in your tank. Of course, that's not the case every treatment, but just like you go into a laundromat, they don't want you to use the Tide Pods, and just like appliance repair people recommend that you don't use the plastic drop-ins for your dishwasher detergent, they don't always break down those plastic pods. So we would get the little jug of the TSP treatment of the good smelling orange scent to use with the RV Digest It. And the funny thing about that is you would get 64 treatments in that little jug for $19.80 on Amazon, and it comes out to 31 cents per treatment. You add that to the $1.25 per treatment for RV Digest It, and that actually makes it $1.56 per treatment, which is exactly how much it would cost you to buy liquefied and not use the TSP for the odor. So do what you will with that information, but I wanted to do the breakdown for you. If you want to see more about our personal RV life, go to our Faholo Life page, Faith, Hope, and Love, and here's a link right there. Remember to smash the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to our channel if you thought this video was helpful, because we are putting out videos as much as we can, and you subscribing really helps us to be able to do that. Also, click the bell so that you're notified of new videos when they come out every week. We're trying to put at least one video out a week and share that with you. Also, comment below if you found another product that works well for black tank treatments, and also you can use these things for your gray tank treatments too. Food, believe it or not, sometimes smells worse than black tanks because it just ferments in there. And again, do not leave your valves open if you can help it. Your tanks need water in there to break down the waste. And we recommend getting a screen plug for your drain, not just use the drain that comes with your sink in your RV or camper, because it doesn't block the little pieces of particles of food, and that will mold and that will create a problem. Also, when you leave your tanks open, all these kinds of bugs and little tiny flies that are in the sewer tend to look for a new place to live and come up into through your stinky slinkies, and guess where they're going to go? In your camper. Anyway, this was our tip for today. We hope to see you on our next video. Stay tuned, guys. Have a great day. Bye.